Thank you for watching this video. To best support the channel, please take a moment and click the subscribe button. Also, the links to purchase this fly and the materials to tie the fly are in the description. Hey, take a look at this bass that was just caught a few minutes after tying this fly. Our video today, we're going to tie up a fly that we affectionately call the not really a Perdigon. In the vise, we have a Moonlit Tagata 501 hook in size 16 with a 2.5 millimeter slotted matte black tungsten bead. We're using some 6/0 classic wax thread from Semperfli. We got our thread tied on, and we're going to go ahead and take 3 barbels or pieces of a feather from a saddle hackle and tie that in so that it's 1 hook length of material beyond the end of the hook for our tail. And we're going to make a pretty smooth body. Doesn't need to be perfect because we are going to cover it up with some UV resin here when we're done with the body of the fly. We'll tie that in, and then we'll go ahead and grab a strand of black Flashabou and tie that in by the tip. And then we'll just wrap our thread back towards the back end of the fly, keeping our thread as uniform as we can. And then we'll wrap back up to the head of the fly. From here, we'll go ahead and wrap up. We're going to go ahead and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 wraps. The 7th wrap's going to be right up against the bead. We're just going to go ahead and catch our material, work our way back just a little bit, and then trim off our excess. Now this fly, if we left it exactly how it is right now, would be a great little Perdigon fly, but that's not what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and first grab our UV resin. We're going to use some Raid Zap Thin. We're going to go ahead and just put a very small amount on the top of this fly, spread it out, and then we'll go ahead and grab our pheasant tail quill, and we're going to go ahead and just spread that around, make sure that it covers up the body. Now that's been rubbed around, we're going to grab our UV light, and we're going to cure this UV resin. And this would make a great little simple Perdigon fly. It could be very reminiscent of a small black stonefly or other small insects for that matter. But what we're going to do to make it not really a Perdigon, we're going to go ahead and put a small clump of Disco Dub in black. We're going to make a very fine noodle. We're just going to wrap that around, make a collar on this fly. And we're going to have our dubbing ball collar is going to be right about the same size as our 2.5 millimeter bead. I'm going to put a little bit just off and then tighten that back up so we can get a nice little tie-in of dubbing. And then we'll grab our whip finish tool and throw in a quick whip finish, trim off our thread, and then do a quick drop of UV resin to finish off the fly, and the fly will be completed. This is a quick, simple guide style fly with a little bit of flash hidden in the body that you can't see very well on camera because it's all black. And it catches fish. Like I mentioned, I took this fly fishing for just a few minutes right after tying up the fly and caught a nice little bass. Great way to pick up a kid from school. So swing by the shop, grab some, or grab the materials. Take a moment and subscribe. Really appreciate you. Thank you.